I'm starting this video on a very sad note. Earlier today at around 3 a.m. there were explosions at a famous nightclub called Lives in Bastos, Yaoundé. At this time they were talking about 15 casualties and more. Guys, it's tragic. Sending love and positive vibes to all of you guys who lost loved ones in those explosions. It's really tragic, you know, going out to enjoy yourself in difficult times like these and not coming back. It's something that is difficult to accept. It reminds us that, you know, life is short. Life is short. Let's take time to say I love you to our loved ones. Let's take time to enjoy precious moments and quality time with our families, with our friends, with our children or parents. Let's appreciate the things that we have, because we can't tell what will happen tomorrow. Let's go back to English. Guys, you know, speaking English requires for you to be able to put words together. Look at this sentence. My to the party went mother. Here, I have picked words in English and put them together. But does this mean anything? It's not intelligible. You have to be able to put words together and form intelligible sentences. People have to be able to understand what you're saying. You have to be able to transmit a message with the words that you've put together. In order to be able to do that, you have to understand the grammatical categories of words in English. These categories are called parts of speech. Understanding the part of speech of a word guides you to its use in a sentence. And that is one of the keys to advanced English. In this video, I'll teach you the most important parts of speech that exist in English and why you absolutely have to know them.
703 confirm, ready for descent. Roger, descent level light 0, report Abbey Mahmoud.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this new video. I'm Dagna. As you all know, I am an air traffic controller and I coach people to become fluent in English in my spare time. So today we are talking about parts of speech. The most important ones, because there are many parts of speech, there are many grammatical categories. We can't get into all of them in one video. So today we're just going to pick the most important ones and clarify their meanings. Let's start with nouns. Nouns are words that name places, people, things, ideas, animals. For example, Christelle. Christelle is the name of a person. It's a noun. Another example is Mount Everest. That is the name of a place. It's a mountain. Mount Everest is a noun. So there are many different types of nouns. In this video, we'll only talk about proper nouns and common nouns. Proper nouns are names of specific people, specific things, specific places. For example, once again, Dagna. Dagna is the name of a specific person. It's a proper noun. It's always capitalized, whether it's at the beginning of a sentence or in the middle or even at the end. It is always capitalized because it's a proper noun. Another proper noun is Cameroon. So Cameroon is the name of a country. It's a proper noun. It's always capitalized. Nouns that are not proper are called common nouns. For example, the winner of the Hunger Games is Katniss Everdeen. Now, winner here is a noun and it's a common noun. Is that clear? So I said it earlier, there are so many other types of nouns. We'll get to that a little later when we start talking about subject-verb agreement. Verbs in English also form a part of speech. Verbs are words that describe an action or a state of being, that describe an activity, something that you can see. For example, when I say laugh, you probably do this. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, You saw me laughing, you saw me begin to laugh, and you saw me stop laughing. That is an action. So to laugh, laugh is a verb. A verb can also describe a state of being. For example, exist. To exist is simply to be. Okay? It is a state of being, it's not an action. You don't see someone start being and stop being. It's not a physical activity. If you've understood what I just said, you will understand that there are stative verbs and there are dynamic verbs. Stative verbs, dynamic verbs. So stative verbs are verbs that describe a state of being. Examples of verbs: to look, to see, to be, to exist. As examples of dynamic verbs, you have to pound, you have to laugh, to jump. Those are dynamic verbs. You can see the action going on. You can see the activity going on. Well, learning verbs and learning how to conjugate them, which is the most important, it's kind of everything. You get to be able to talk about the past. You get to be able to talk about the present, the future, which is something that you need in English. So you've just learned that there are nouns and there are verbs. With those two categories, you can form a lot of basic sentences, really basic sentences. For example, Christelle jumps. Let's talk about adjectives. I love these ones. Adjectives are words that describe nouns. They modify nouns. For example, if I say, Kribi has got beaches, you know that Kribi has got beaches. But when I decide to add an adjective that will modify the noun in this sentence, it makes the difference. Kribi has got sandy beaches. Earlier, I told you that Kribi had beaches. Now I'm telling you that Kribi has sandy beaches. The beaches in Kribi are sandy. It gives more visual and more vividity to what I'm saying to you. You can visualize the things that I'm saying. You can visualize the beaches and see that they are sandy. That is the use of adjectives. Adjectives are answers to the question, how is the noun? For example, how are the beaches? The beaches are sandy. How is the boy? The boy is tall. Now, you have the possibility to use many adjectives to describe one word. If I tell you, for example, that last year for my birthday, my husband bought me a beautiful old red German sports car. I have used 5 adjectives to describe the same car. You know that a car is beautiful. You know that a car is old. You know that a car is, red. You know that a car is German. You know that it's a sports car. Those are 5 adjectives that have described the same car. You have a precise idea of what the car looks like. Now, I've got a question for you. Do you think I could have said, my husband bought me a German red sports old car for me? Absolutely not. I used the adjectives in a specific order. We'll learn about that in another video. I'll teach you how to order adjectives when you want to use a lot of them to describe a single noun. We've just said that adjectives modify nouns. What about adverbs? Look at the sentence. This lady sings beautifully. Beautifully here is an adverb. What word do you think beautifully modifies? I'm sure you said sings. Yes, you had it right. Adverbs modify verbs. They tell you how the action in the sentence is going on. Beautifully tells you how the lady sings. Now, adverbs do not only modify verbs, they also modify adjectives, they modify other adverbs, and they modify phrases. Now, when I say, I am walking slowly to my car, slowly is an adverb that modifies walking, the verb. If I say, I am walking very slowly to my car, now, very here is an adverb too, but this time it modifies slowly. It tells you how slowly I am walking. Adverbs are like seasoning to the soup. Most of them are recognizable because they end in ly, but of course there are exceptions. For example, there's often, there's fast, there's quite. Prepositions are words that indicate relationships between words and other words in a sentence or even group of words. They indicate location, time, direction, spatial relationships. The envelope is on the table. On here is a preposition of space. It indicates a spatial relationship between the envelope and the table. When you hear the sentence, you can tell where the envelope is. It guides you to know where the envelope is. Another example, I was at the market yesterday. At here is a preposition of location. It indicates where I was yesterday, at the market. Prepositions are incredibly important. You have to learn them with their meanings depending on the context. I picked this example on the website and I found it perfect to explain the importance of prepositions. Here is the example. There, a monster! Where is the monster? Behind you. Bam! Imagine you're in that situation and you don't understand the word behind. You're dead in 2 seconds. Do you see how prepositions can save someone's life? The last part of speech that we'll talk about today is the group of determiners. I don't know why, but most of the people that I work with, when you tell them about determiners, they're lost. Let me clarify that for you. Determiners are words that are used in front of nouns to clarify what they refer to or to specify their quantity. There are many types of determiners: articles, possessives, demonstratives, quantifiers. Those are all determiners. For example, an apple fell from the tree today. And here is a determiner. It's an article. It tells you that the apple that fell from the tree was an apple. Another example, my car is red, his car is blue. I'm talking about my car. My here clarifies which car I'm referring to. In his car is blue, his is a possessive that clarifies what car, which car I'm talking about. And the last example in this series of examples, many articles are on sale. You don't know the exact number of articles that are on sale, but you know that there are many articles that are on sale. Try to make a sentence in the comment section down below with at least 3 words from any of the parts of speech that we just talked about. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on my future videos. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.